Hello, and welcome to HAVE.crypto's YouTube channel, where you can find and learn everything about crypto markets and trading. In today's lesson, we will review some powerful trading strategies, a simple combination of everything learned until now. So, take a comfortable seat and let's get started. Strategy 1. In this strategy, we will use only candlestick formations and volume. Here is one example and the analysis. Possible long entry for scalping. It can be clearly seen how the wicks are eaten by buyers. An upside is coming, but the volume is very low. So, in this case, you can enter the position with a stop loss below the support and immediately close the trade when you see a resistance forming. The short entry, on the other side, is backed by decent volume, real selling pressure, so you can comfortably enter the trade with more money. But again, put your stop loss right above the support. Use this strategy on the 1-hour time frame. Strategy 2. This strategy also utilizes candles, trend lines, and volume. Very clearly visible uptrend, broken with high volume movement. A perfect short entry. Usually, the stop loss here would be the upper body of the breakdown candle. The same goes for a downtrend and a long entry. Remember, higher time frames have stronger trends. So, you would trade this at least on the 4-hour time frame. The daily time frame is the best option when trading trend lines. Don't forget, always look for volume confirmation. Strategy 3. In this strategy, we will use EMA 180 on the 4-hour time frame and volume. Below, you can find an example and a simple analysis. Usually, the EMA 180 is a strong support/resistance line. As mentioned in previous videos, when we have candles below the line, we have it as resistance. Candles above, support. There are two options for this strategy. Wait for a line breaking event supported by high volume. The short here is a perfect example. Massive volume to the downside, which is a confirmation of the trend change. Don't enter immediately. Wait for the bulls to make a retest and enter from the red point. The success rate is almost 100%. The second option here is shown by the green dots, long entries. You can use the EMA 180 for multiple entries, but be careful with the volume. Here we don't have enough volume, so it's just used for scalping, not long-term trades. Strategy 4. If you are not a fan of scalping or day trading, this strategy is for you. We will use the daily time frame with EMA 50, green line, and EMA 100, red line. In this example, we have a clear bull market. In this case, you will only use long limit orders around the EMA 50 and EMA 100. As you can see, there are also wrong trades, and that's why you must use a proper stop loss. In a bear market, you will have the same strategy, placing limit orders at the lines, but with shorts. This is a very simple and non-time consuming strategy. Here we don't even care that much about the volume. Strategy 5. This strategy is perfect for the 15-minute time frame. We have EMA 12 and EMA 26 bullish and bearish crosses here. The strategy is simple. You enter long when a bullish cross appears, green, and short with a bearish cross, red. There is no strategy that has 100% or even close to 90% success rate. If somebody tells you that, he is lying. So always use stop losses and manage risk accordingly. If there is enough volume, enter with more money, but don't be greedy and don't try to catch every Bitcoin movement. Wait for confirmation signs and don't lose money. Before moving forward, make sure to like the video, subscribe to our channel, and click on the notification bell. It's free. Strategy 6. A very powerful and profitable strategy is to use bullish-bearish divergences on high time frames such as daily or weekly. A lot of people blamed Elon Musk for the big dump from $16,000 to $30,000. But actually, we had a bearish divergence on the 2-week time frame. Again, a lot of people said that the Amazon news caused the relief pump from $30,000 to $40,000. But maybe they missed the daily bullish divergence. They don't play out immediately. My observations are the following. When the divergence is confirmed on the weekly time frame, for example, you have to wait around 1 week for the pump dump. So again, don't rush into trades. A good strategy is to start building your position with small portions. If the price is $50,000, add 2% at $50,000, 2% at $51,000, 2% at $49,000, etc. Strategy 7. The Pi cycle top indicator has historically been effective in picking out the timing of market cycle highs, or local highs to within 3 days. It uses the 111-day moving average, 111 DMA, and a newly created multiple of the 350-day moving average, the 350 DMA x2. For the past 3 market cycles, when the 111 DMA moves up and crosses the 350 DMA x2, we see that it coincides with the price of Bitcoin peaking. It is also interesting to note that 350 over 111 is 3.153, which is very close to pi, equals 3.142. In fact, it is the closest we can get to pi when dividing 350 by another whole number. It once again demonstrates the cyclical nature of Bitcoin price action over long time frames, though in this instance it does so with a high degree of accuracy over the past 7 years. So, what is the strategy? Hit the sell button right after the Pi cycle cross and wait for a lower entry. Strategy 8. Last but not least, use HAVE.crypto's free daily support and resistance levels. You can find them for free in our social media accounts: Twitter, Telegram, Facebook, and Instagram. Here are some guidelines on how you can make good profits. Enter long if we have at least one H candle above the trend point, and put a stop loss at the first support line. Take profits at R2 or R2. Enter short if we have at least one H candle below the trend point, and put a stop loss at the first resistance line. Take profits at S2 or S2. When in an uptrend, always have a limit long order at S3, or even S2, or a spot buy order only on S3. When in a downtrend, always have a limit short order at R3 or even R2, or a spot sell order only on R3. Don't rush into trades if you have missed the right entry. Just wait for the next day. Only an accurate entry will give you good results. Thank you for watching our video. Have you ever dreamed for an all-in-one trading indicator with signals for less than $30? Next time, we will present you HAVE.crypto indicator. Also, don't forget to check out HAVE.crypto.io and try our trading indicator. Subscribe and don't miss this opportunity.